Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Outcast Podcast here on YouTube, Twitch, and Robot Streamer. Talking about Hurricane Milton today. And anything else that happens across your mind for help getting out of the storm if you cannot evacuate. If you are, for any reason, unable to evacuate, the number to get out is 1 800 729 3413, given out by the governor and emergency management people in the state of Florida as a way to get you out if something goes wrong. Getting ready to get my. I'm still coming up on a couple of platforms, so just bear with me for a minute while I get everything going here. Some of these streams are easier to get going than others. Okay, here we go. So we're going to be talking about Hurricane Milton today down in, going to affect Florida. I'm manipulating a few different screens here trying to get things together. But anyway, so Hurricane Milton is going to affect Florida Thursday night into Friday morning as of with us right now. And the new, I'm waiting on the 11 o'clock update to come in. Let me go in here real quick and see what possibly. Let me see. I'm going to go into the National Hurricane Center here real quick and see what the last update was. Okay, so the 7 a.m. advisory, which is actually the 8 a.m. advisory for the East Coast, is moving east northeast at 12 miles an hour, 929 millibars for your barometric pressure, and you were looking at 145-mile-an-hour winds. But this storm is going through an eyewall replacement cycle. I said yesterday it was probably going to do that. Your Category 4, Category 5, strong Category 4, Category 5 storms will they will show their butts. But here's the bulletin from the National Hurricane Center with sustained winds of 145 miles per hour. For those of you who use the metric system, that's 230 kilometers per hour. It is 75 degrees east northeast, 12 miles an hour, or 19 kilometers an hour. The minimum central pressure is 929 or 27.43 inches right now. So it's going through an eye wall replacement cycle. It is expected to reach strength into a Category 5 later today. It is not supposed to hit Florida as a Cat 5. They are saying right now Cat 3, strong Cat 3, weak Cat 4, hitting the coast of Florida. I was wanting to go live on one other platform, but I don't have enough followers on that platform yet to go live. But there is going to be a lot of misinformation out there. There already is a lot of misinformation out there with this storm. There's people out there that are clickbaiting like crazy, trying to get you to follow them, and it makes no sense to me whatsoever. I'm going to let me explain how I do my streams. The information I'm giving you on these storms is coming from WFLA in Tampa, Florida, from the National Hurricane Center itself, and a couple other news organizations in Florida. I'm not going to sit here and give you information I can't back up. Everything I tell you is going to be on my screen. You just see it and read it yourself. I have no reason to sit here and try to get you to just do anything and say whatever I need to say. You can use in my screen, like clickbait. I need that clickbait. So right now, the track has not changed much. It's a little bit south of Tampa now, putting Tampa on the north side of the eye wall, which is good because that's the first border out of the bay. But again, we are 2 days out from hitting this storm's not supposed to hit till Thursday morning at 2 a.m. You got all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday for this storm to move either up or down and adjust its track. And there's one particular thing I'm looking for right now, and I can't find it, that I wanted to show you. If I can find it. The current weather radar is out of Florida right now in the Tampa area. There's no rain or anything on you as of right now. I am looking for one thing I can't find. Huh. I'm looking for what they call the wobble tracker, which is going to show me how the eye is moving off the path. All right, let's go into this live 8 a.m. update. We are, like I said, we're a little ways away from what is actually going to happen. Give us a second over here.
In 2024, I'm shaking things up at AAA.
Yeah, we got to have a commercial. My computer was on. Come on. You did it. Yeah. Still working. I'm on there. Huh. Well, it's getting on their website, but everything else I got over here is running just fine. All right, so this was 9 a.m. I'm thinking this was yesterday. It's 10 hours old. Let's see what it was last. But anyway, this storm is going through an eye wall replacement cycle. I'm trying to find somebody that's got some current information on here. They're not on it. Okay. Let's see, that was a day ago. Okay. Hmm. I don't know. But anyway, how's everybody out there doing today? Welcome to the Outcast Podcast. We are trying to get some information out to you on storms. Right now, my computer is not cooperating, but we are going to get this information out to you. Let me go into most of this information right now is fairly old. I'm looking for some new information to get out to you. Like I said, we got a 11 o'clock update coming up in 30 minutes. Here we go. This is live. Here, let me get this up and going. Hold on one second here. Hold on. Why is my YouTube? with y'all. All right.
As well, my previous market, we saw these areas be hit by Hurricane Ian in 2022. You guys remember this. So please, storm surge is the #1 killer with any tropical system. So I need you to take it seriously. If you're in any of these areas, you should be evacuating. You need to be evacuating, and you need to get in your safe spot by tonight. So let's talk more about impacts, not just storm surge, but we're also seeing that those winds are going to be winds that we've never seen before, a magnitude so strong that we've never felt before in our lifetimes. So winds up to 115, even 120 miles per hour. The rainfall for Pinellas and Hillsborough County, you're getting really close to where this is making landfall, right? So the storm surge could be 11 to 15 feet and 8 to 15 inches of rainfall. This is going to be some catastrophic freshwater flooding along with coastal flooding as well. The surge, again, going to be the worst just south of the eye. So what you need to know at this point is that you have to heed all of these evacuation orders, please. Again, the timing for these impacts is going to be starting up Wednesday at 6 p.m. That's when things really begin to go downhill. Isolated tornadoes are possible too, up until 6 a.m. Thursday morning. Manatee and Sarasota, look at this, guys. We see that 4 p.m. till 4 a.m. on Thursday, potentially even a little bit longer than that. We have those winds topping at 110 miles per hour. Rainfall could be up to 10 inches. Storm surge could be the greatest right here because this would be just south of where landfall is supposed to be. We anticipate that landfall over towards Anna Maria, just north of Bradenton there. So just south of the eye of the storm, that would be the worst surge at 11 to 15 feet. So you need to heed all the evacuation warnings at this time. Water vapor imagery. I want to show you guys another thing. The one key piece of positive news we've been talking about is the wind shear and also the dry air. So here's the dry air itself to our north. You can see all of the orange here. This is the system, and you can see it's a Category 4 strength. It's undergoing the eye wall replacement. It's reorganizing itself. So as it gradually travels to our coast and tries to make landfall, this dry air is going to come on down from the north, and that's going to help to cut off this system a little bit and to weaken it as well. And so that's exactly what we want to see. However, we can't focus in on exactly what category it'll be because the wind field is so large with this system, very similar to Helene. There's going to be a lot of wind damage with this system. So once that eye wall replacement happens, you get a brand new system that's going to be bigger, wider, and more powerful, right? So the eye wall, right, it comes in and regenerates itself. And so the wind field that we talk about, these are all the winds around the system, and they become much wider and much stronger as well. So we're going to see a lot of damage with these winds too. And that's for the entire state, not just for here on the West Coast. Again, they're going to be impacted by these windy conditions and all this rain as well over towards the East Coast too. Now, what we do know with a lot of these systems is that we could have the potential for isolated tornadoes that I alluded to before in the impacts. So here we go. We already see that low end risk starting Wednesday for the isolated tornadoes, Thursday as well, as we will be receiving those bands of rain and wind. That's where those isolated tornadoes could be located. Look at the graph as well, showing us our in-house model that this wind is no joke moving in. And these are just the sustained winds. These are not even the gusts, the highest of the winds, but already showing 60 to 70 miles per hour. And those gusts could be well over 100 miles per hour. Rainfall, what you can expect for our area, anywhere from 10 to 15 inches even is possible. Most of us will see anywhere from 8 to about 12. Isolated pockets, 15 inches of rainfall. So right now, what I need you to do is take these evacuation warnings seriously. They are mandatory for a reason. Please, you have time to get out right now and to make sure you get in your safe spot by tonight. Now, once you figure out where your safe spot is, where you're going to ride out the storm, before you get there and set up shop, make sure you have everything in your kit and everything that you need. Today, we want to charge up all your devices, have your portable chargers on you, battery-powered fans, another great option. Check your kit for all of your documents, important things that you need, your medications. You want to make sure that if you can find any gas, it's scarce, but it's out there. Make sure you gas up while you can. Stock up on the water, and then make those last-minute preps to your home, and then you got to go. You need to evacuate. So, guys, for now, that is all I have for you. We're going to continue to give you this special coverage. We're going to be here for you every single step of the way. Myself and the rest
I
of the
wish you
10
could
Tampa
see
Bay
what I'm
weather
doing with
team.
my other
We're watching the
feeds,
system
but I'm unable
carefully.
to
We're going to give you the latest on
get y'all on there
everything that you
because
need
I
to
don't
know.
have enough
But
followers.
now is
More
the time
followers
to
to get
take
me to 10K,
action
but
and
here we go.
evacuate in this moment in time. And we have a special edition of 10 Tampa Bay this morning coming up at 9 a.m. where we will investigate and dissect the storm even more so and tell you the exact timing of everything you need to know. And we'll continue to keep you informed, prepared, connected, calm, and most of all, safe. Meteor.
But that was just lovely. Might come off in the middle of the stream. I'm live on 15 different platforms. Okay.
I may or may not cry at work today.
All right, everybody. So the storm right now is going through an eyewall replacement cycle, which I suggested was going to happen. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Storm Chat here on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, robot streamer. TikTok, I'm sorry I can't show you what I'm showing everybody else. I need 10K followers to be able to put the graphics up for you guys. Right now, as of 8 o'clock, the 11 o'clock advisory is due out here shortly. I'll check the National Hurricane Center website here in a few minutes and see if the new update may be up or not. But right now, folks, we are at a Category 4 storm. It's going through an eyewall replacement cycle at the moment. Basically, what that is, these bigger storms, high in Category 4, low in Category 5. The storm gets powerful. It begins to fill the eyewall in. It forms a new eyewall, and it's bigger and stronger. And that right now is what Hurricane Milton is doing, is going through an eyewall replacement cycle. They are still showing about 2 o'clock tomorrow morning in the just south of Tampa Bay for landfall, about 2 a.m. at a Category 3 of 125 mile an hour winds. I'm thinking this thing's going to be a little bit stronger than that. I think it's going to be just a tad bit stronger than a Category 3. I think this thing may go into Cat 4. That water is just too warm, and I don't think there's going to be enough time for it to come down. If you have any questions about my sources are WFLA out of Tampa, Fox out of Tampa, NBC out of Tampa. I'm watching their meteorologists. I'm looking at the National Hurricane Center. I'm not sitting here making this stuff up on my own. Everything I've got, I can show you the source. I've got two monitors right now. My main monitor, my secondary monitor. I'm watching stuff all over. Thank you for the follows, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get 10K on TikTok so that I can go live on my computer and put the information that I have on the screen from my other streams on TikTok so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But right now, hello everybody coming in, good morning. Right now, the storm is going through an eyewall replacement cycle. The current projected updated projections of where this thing is going to make landfall is like just south of the city itself, but into the bay. So the bay is going to get affected somewhat with this. Storm surge right now is 10 to 15 feet. 15 feet is a lot of water. Turn around, don't drown. But my biggest thing right now is evacuate. If you are in zone A, B, or C into Tampa, I'm saying from Crystal Springs down to Sarasota is what I've said yesterday in my lives and what I'm saying today on my live. If you are in that area, you need to evacuate. Go inland to the first available shelter. That first available shelter inland that is open will be safe for you in Florida because it's going to be out of the flood zone. It is ready to handle that wind speed that's coming. So you need to concentrate. Get your stuff together. Today is your day to prep and get out. You ain't got no more time. It's Tuesday. This thing's supposed to hit Thursday. Prep today and get out. Evacuate. If you're in those designated zones, you need to get out. You need to evacuate. This is nothing to play around with storm surge wise. You need to get out. You need to evacuate. And please check on your elderly neighbors. Check on your elderly neighbors, your disabled neighbors. Make sure they have a way to get out. They may not have a way to get out. They may not have family that can come get them and evacuate them. You may be the only thing between them surviving the storm and dying from storm surge. So I would 100% say, please check on your disabled neighbors, check on your elderly neighbors. I'm not telling you to take them to your families with you. If you're evacuating to your family, take them to a shelter and say, hey, this is my elderly neighbor. This is my disabled neighbor. I'm going to my family's house, but I wanted to evacuate them. They didn't have a way out. And take them to the shelter. If you cannot get out, there is a 800 number you can call. That number is 1-800-729-3413. That's 1-800-729-3413. That number will get you straight to the department in Florida that is helping with evacuations down there. I've never seen people down in Florida this scared of a storm, but then this is the strongest storm to hit the Tampa Bay area in over 100 years. They get the smaller Cat 1, Cat 2. This could be a high in Cat 3, low in Cat 4 when it comes in. Especially with this eye wall replacement cycle that it's going through right now. Now, the latest 8 a.m. does not have it re-strengthening to a Cat 5. Last night, the tracks and the updates had it going back to Category 5 this afternoon. At about roughly 2 o'clock, they said it was going to be back to Category 5. Do not rule that out. I'm watching the spaghetti models now. Spaghetti models are still kind of split. A majority of them are just south of Tampa. I mean, just like barely south of Tampa. You got one outlier that goes way down on the bottom. And then you got like 2 or 3 that are just above Tampa. We're 2 days out. It's still hard to tell exactly where this thing is going to hit. Nobody really knows exactly where it's going to make landfall. Prepare yourselves now. Everybody on TikTok, if you're watching, please follow me if you can. I need 10K followers to go live on my computer on TikTok so that I can display the graphics that I'm displaying to everybody now. Green screen will be in probably tomorrow or the next day, and I'll have the green screen capabilities behind me. But if you don't mind, please follow me so I can get that 10K on TikTok and try to get this information out. I'm not here for clickbait. I'm here to give you accurate information as much as possible. 1 second, everybody.
Or can you even hear me?
Now I just turn it right now.
Oh, I just want you to know that I can come down.
Okay, guys. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I had to tell me something. But I'm trying to give you thank you for all the follows, everybody. I'm just trying to get y'all the most accurate information I can get you safe during the storm. I will be updating throughout the day. I will be on here for a little bit longer because, like I said, the 11 o'clock update is coming out from National Hurricane Center. It'll have the updated track. It'll have the updated pressures. I believe the storm hunters are out in that storm now, but I'm not sure. But I'm looking at now the National Hurricane Center, and it is still showing the 7 a.m. update. So they have not released anything. They do theirs in Central Time for their updates. So 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. East Coast update. And right now there is not an update for said system. For those of you watching me on YouTube and Robot Streamer and Twitch, I've got these live from Channel 10 in Tampa playing for you right now. This is their live coverage. So you can see on the screen that everything that I am telling you is true, accurate information because I'm getting it from the source. I'm not sitting here trying to make this crap up. You could hear our conversation. They couldn't hear it on here. I know. Like I said, I need that 10K followers on TikTok so that I can go on my computer and add it to my stream so it's coming through here and not through the phone, and that you can see the information that I'm trying to get out. And I thank you for the follows, everybody. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm trying to get to that 10K so that I can give you accurate information. I'm not just doing, I do storms mainly. I might come on here and jump on and do like other talking, but my main thing is staying, keeping everybody informed, whether it's wintertime, summertime, springtime, fall, whatever it is. I'm a weather geek. I love weather. I've been following weather for years. I am in South Carolina, right in the middle of the state. We were just on the edge of the Hurricane Helene. Hurricane Helene's path, just on the edge of it. We got one tornado here and a couple of inches of rain, a little bit of wind. We lost a little bit of power. We thankfully were not. If the storm had moved east 10 miles, we'd have been in the middle of it. But thankfully, we were not. I feel sorry for everybody in North Carolina, and I feel sorry for everybody in Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, the western part of South Carolina, the state I'm in. I'm looking at these spaghetti models again, and for those of you watching me on the screen, right here is what's worrying me. Let me pause this real quick. Right here, this split, north or south, right before landfall, can be quite, it worries me just a little bit because there's a wobble there that even the models cannot get together with. And the last minute wobbles are always bad. Storm surge south of Fort Myers. Right now, south of Fort Myers is calling for, and they just brought it up. Fort Myers, you got an 87% chance of tropical storm force winds. You're going to be on the south side of the storm. National Hurricane Center is calling for 5 to 8 foot of storm surge in that area. That would cover Zone A and may cover part of Zone B, but I know Zone A definitely. So if you're in Zone A in that area, I would evacuate. I get myself together today and head on out. Ooh, I'm looking at there is another potential storm forming off the coast of Florida, moving east. Nothing for y'all to worry about, moving east. That could develop in the next day or two, right off the coast of Florida. So, folks, this time of year, hurricanes are a big deal in the South. We deal with this every year. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying my best to give y'all accurate information. I do not want to give inaccurate information. I don't want to be known as one of those influencers or one of those people on TikTok or whatever form I'm on, as somebody just out trying to get paid. All right. That one person that's on my stream on that other thing, go away. I'll talk to you later, okay? But anyway, so right now, I would really say move more south. See, that's the thing. The spaghetti models right now are not real consistent. The cone is really wide. We're 2 days out from landfall. Being 2 days out from landfall, this storm is all going to depend on how quick jet stream breaks off and picks this storm up. The quicker it picks it up, the quicker it will move north. And I think that's why, looking at these spaghetti models, I think that's why there's a couple of outliers to the north of Tampa. And that's because of the uncertainty of when that jet stream is going to break off and come down. Again, we're waiting on that 11 o'clock update from the National Hurricane Center. They still have not posted it yet. I'm on their site. Usually about 2 or 3 minutes before the hour, it goes on the site to give the weathermen at the stations time to make the graphics and research the information and all that. Right now, I do not think it's going to move more south. That's my personal opinion. I'm not a weatherman. I don't see it. But they have widened the cone so wide right now till the cone basically is going from like Crystal Springs all the way down to Sarasota. So the cone of uncertainty has gotten bigger than what it was yesterday. But by 2 p.m. it's off the coast of Florida Thursday. So there's a 12-hour window from landfall to get back out in the ocean. But the storm is so big and getting bigger, and it's this hour replacement cycle is successful, and the storm can get a little bit bigger, then yeah, we could have a big issue. Even the spaghetti models, when it crosses Florida, it gets about halfway through the state, they split again. So there's a lot of opportunity for this storm to go many different places. Many different places. Again, if you are in the Florida area, Tampa, from Crystal Springs down to Sarasota, you're in one of the evacuation zones and you cannot get out for any reason, you can call 1-800-729-3413 and they can help you get out. So we are, again, waiting on that 11 a.m. update. I will be on and off throughout the day today, tomorrow, and I will go into 24-hour storm coverage sometime Thursday afternoon into Thursday morning when this thing hits. I'll be right here with you, trying to keep you informed as much as possible. So that if you lose power and light, you've got somewhere you can come and get information from. I'll be here with accurate, up-to-date information. I have 2 different sources in Florida that will be live during the storm that I can keep up. And if I have enough followers by that point on TikTok, then I'll be able to get that with that. But I really hope and pray this storm weakens dramatically before it hits and makes landfall. I really, really do. I the thing needs to come down in power, strength, storm surge. But I think it's too late for a storm surge. And the reason I say that is that the waves are building. The storm surge is already building. It's already there, and it takes time for those waves to come down. The continental shelf of Florida is so shallow that it's really hard to imagine the storm surge going down. I got a TV over here, a monitor over here, and I got monitors here. I got several. I'm watching. When I do a live, I'm getting my information in real time and giving it to you real time. So, but if you don't mind giving that a follow, trying to get the 10K so that I can show you all the graphics that I'm showing everybody else on my other screens. That way you can see everything that's going on firsthand. Bahamas, you got nothing to worry about. This storm is going to go out straight across Florida and straight out into the ocean. There's no turn down towards the track right now. There's no turning down towards the Bahamas. There's no turning down towards anything. I'd be more worried about Bermuda right now than I would be about Milton. Leslie could be another issue too. You know, she's still out there. Wow, they still have not issued that update. We are 6 minutes before the top of the hour. So either they're still getting their stuff together at the National Hurricane Center, or this is going to be a major update from the last time. Hello to all of my viewers on YouTube, Twitch, Robot Streamer, and TikTok. This is the Outcast Podcast. I am Greg. I live in South Carolina. I love weather. I love tracking weather. I love talking about weather. Weather is one of my hobbies. So I will guarantee you I will be right here. Thank you for all the follows, everybody. Like I said, if I can get to 10K, the quicker I get to 10K on my followers, the quicker I can add TikTok to my stream, and y'all will be able to see everything that I am doing and everything that I am saying. You'll be able to hear me a lot better, be able to see, and I'll be able to stay on longer with you guys on TikTok because I'm at the mercy of my cell phone and the battery of that cell phone. So, but current storm surge right now, I'm waiting on that 11 o'clock update so that I can give y'all some accurate information. Let me see. I'm back up this a little bit here. See what they're saying on storm surge. All right. Right now, they're saying the greatest storm surge is right at it and south of the expected landfall area, which we all know. And they're right now saying 10 to 15 foot of storm surge from Carrollwood, Tampa area, St. Petersburg, Bradenton, Sarasota, Port Charlotte. Y'all are in the 10 to 15 foot storm surge area. Get your stuff together, evacuate. Get your stuff together and evacuate because this is going to get worse before it gets better. All right, here we go. From the National Hurricane Center, here is our latest update. As of 11 o'clock, it's moving east, northeast at 9 miles per hour. The pressure's come up. It's got to 929 millibars. The winds have gone up from 145 to 150. Last night, the pressure was below 900 millibars. That's why I said it's come up. It's gotten stronger. And now let's go into all right, for those of you on the visual streams, I'm bringing up WFLA in Florida. They're fixing to go live with their tracking tropic episode, and I'll leave it up to you. I can visually see what they're doing. Thank you everybody for likes and follows. Get rid of this here, there. All right, there you go. So when they'll do their live here in just a few minutes, and I'll leave it up so everybody can see. And I will also do that. I'll stay right here with TikTok with you for a few minutes. They're 3 minutes from their starting their stream. They're getting their stuff together. WFLA is the one I watched during Helene, and I was doing my coverage on the other platform. Thank you for the like. Please follow on TikTok. Keep just 10K followers so I can get y'all on my stream, on my interactive stream, so that y'all can see what's going on. Thank you to YouTube. Thank you to Twitch, and thank you to Robot Streamer. Thank you everybody who is watching right now. Got any questions, put them in chat, and I'll try to answer them as best I can. Right now, like I said, we're just a few minutes away from them going on the air, but the latest update from the National Hurricane Center, this has re-strengthened a little bit. It has gone up 5 miles an hour to 150 from the 145. It is moving east-northeast. It's still got a little bit of northerly pull to it. The biggest thing on where this thing's going to go is how quick this trough drops down and picks this storm up. That's going to determine, again, the 11 a.m. update does not have this re-strengthening to a Category 5, so that is good. Last night, they had it re-strengthening to a Cat 5, and that was not good. For those of you still with me, thank you so much for being here. Like I said, I'll be on here for a few more minutes before I pop off and go into getting ready for my afternoon stream. My afternoon stream, I will stream longer than I am streaming right now. Storm surge for Fort Myers. I'm going right now. Fort Myers is right on the edge. I would prepare for the worst in Fort Myers. The only reason I say that is this storm is huge. It's not a small storm. The entire west coast of Florida is going to be affected by storm surge on this. That area right now is showing storm surge expected. 5 to 8 feet. I'm pretty sure that'll change. I'm waiting on a lot of more information to come in. I can't really give the update now because I don't know exactly what the new storm surge predictions are because they have not come out with all of that as of yet. As soon as they get all that out, let me go in here and look at see if they've updated the storm surge map. Storm surge watch 20, see if they've updated the map. Okay, Fort Myers area. Now, they do have storm surge warnings. Let's see if I got the actual peak surge. Okay, peak surge. Fort Myers. Okay, so from Indian Pass down to looks like Swanee River, you're at 1 to 3 feet. From there south down to Yankeetown, 3 to 5 feet. From there down to the river, right above Tampa, it's 5 to 10 feet. From there down to Inglewood, and that entire area is 10 to 15. From Inglewood down to Bonita Beach, you're looking at 6 to 10 feet. From Bonita Beach to Chocolate, looking at 4 to 7 feet. And then from there down to the Keys, you're looking at 3 to 5 feet. On the other side, on the east coast of Florida, from Sebastian Inlet up into South Carolina, you're looking at up to 6 feet of storm surge. So both sides of Florida are going to be affected by that. Polk County. Did I cover Polk County? Let's see. I would say somewhere between 6 and 12 feet of storm surge. It's all going to depend. We really need to wait till we know where this eye is going to exactly go. That's why I'm going to be on here all day Thursday with you guys. I don't know how long I can stay on TikTok. I don't know how much, keeping my phone charged enough to keep you guys in the loop. It's going to be my biggest issue. That's why I'm begging y'all to get me that 10K so I can go live off my PC and keep you guys in the loop and not have to worry about my phone going dead or having to plug it up and not being able to keep it still and steady and all that. I'll have better information this afternoon for the next set of model runs that are coming in. We get model runs 3 times a day. The morning model runs and the late afternoon model runs are usually your better 2 runs. That middle run, which they just did, that middle run is usually not a good run. We might have to do that. Now, but anyway, well, we got to figure something out because if I don't get enough followers, I'm not going to be able to do what I need to do. But anyway, Cape Coral. What you want to know? Storm surge, wind potential. What you want to know about Cape Coral? Let me go through everything one more time. Storm surge, the latest update from Indian Pass during the Big Bend down to the river. You're looking at 1 to 3. From the river down to Yankeetown, 3 to 5 feet. From Yankeetown down to the river there above Tampa Bay, 5 to 10 feet. From the river there through Tampa Bay all the way down to Inglewood, they've got you 10 to 15 feet of storm surge. From Inglewood down to Bonita Beach, you're looking at 6 to 10. So I can't say that, but from there down, from Bonita down to that, as I say, from Bonita Beach south, it's going to go in between 5 to 7 feet because there's 2 different things, and the Keys are looking at 1 to 3 feet. So that is the latest storm surge wise. Let me switch and let me put this up. Let me share this to everybody there real quick. We'll be going back to tracking the topics here in just a second. They're getting ready to go live. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and switch back to that. All right, so those of you who are watching me on the other platforms, I just brought up the feed for you out of Tampa from WFLA. They can help you out. Fort Myers, from Inglewood down to Bonita Beach, you're looking at 6 to 10. And then from Bonita Beach south to the Keys, you're looking at anywhere between 5 to 7 feet. That area there. So let me bring up this other map. Give me 1 second here. I can bring up one more map. I thought I had everything up and I didn't. I apologize for that. Well, I mean, I'm trying my best here, TikTok. I don't have everything. Y'all can't see all the stuff that I have on my other streams. I'm doing my best with what I've got. Let's see. Fort Myers, yeah, that's pretty much, that area is going to be about 5 to 8 feet of storm surge. You're in the 5 to 8 foot area of storm surge in the Fort Myers area. 5 to 8 feet. You're below the Inglewood. You're in the 5 to 8 foot storm surge area. So there you go. A question on the other stream. No, you do not need to leave the state. You're in the area that you're in is south of the cone, and you're in the 5 to 8 foot storm surge area. Go inland to your first available shelter. The first available shelter inland from you is designated to be out of the evacuation zone and able to handle the hurricane. This is per the governor and the federal emergency management people on the ground down there. Okay. Any other questions from any other streams? Well, I'm still looking at all of the information that I've got out. And I've got so many tabs up right now. I don't know if I'm coming or going, but hey, we'll get it going for you. All right, so right now they're showing 8 a.m. Thursday, the storm being exactly in the middle of Florida between, let's see, that's going to be right around, right there it is. Right around the Villages, looks like, is the way it's moving. But again, I'm sure that's going to be updated again before the day is over with. This is one of many different updates they're going to do. The National Hurricane Center does updates about every 3 hours. 8, 11, 2 o'clock will be our next update. 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock. As this thing gets closer to land, we will get more and more. Thank you for the follow. We'll get more and more updates as the day goes, and as the day goes, I will get on more and more and give out the information as I get it. And then we'll do about 8 o'clock tonight, I'll do an hour live stream or so, and we'll take questions and we'll go through everything and we'll look at everything. Now I'm looking at WFLA out of Tampa, and the spaghetti models right now generally bring this either right over Tampa Bay or just south of Tampa Bay. But Tampa Bay down to just south of Sarasota, just north of North Point. Normally what I do is I get on and I will wait about 3 to 5 minutes. I'll just chit chat, give a chance for everybody to get in, and then I'll start going through what I've got to go through. I don't like to jump on and go straight into it. If I have to, like if it's an emergency, tornado warnings or something like that, I'll jump and go straight to it. But I generally try to stay back a little bit. Again, thank you for the follows, everybody, on TikTok. I am trying to get to the 10K on TikTok so that I can get y'all in on the graphics and everything that I've got up. Because everything I'm telling you is coming from weather people themselves, the National Hurricane Center, WFLA out of Tampa, a couple other places out of Tampa that I'm watching that I get my information from, and I can verify everything I say. All I have to do is just pop it up on the screen. Here it is. You see it yourself. I'm just reading it to you. I'm just here to get the information to you, because there are so many people on here, and I normally don't do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Creators, please stop blowing the storm up, making it worse than it is. This is time for accurate information. People's lives are on the line. You can do this some other time, but during a bad Category 4, Category 5 hurricane, you don't need to be out there trying to get your clickbait. Give these people accurate information so they can make accurate decisions with their life and their property. Lives are on the line. That's why I stressed so hard last night. Evacuate. If you're in an evacuation zone, A, B, C, whatever zone in the area you're in, if that is under an evacuation order, get out. If you have a ham radio and you know how to use it, you've got your call letters and all that, you can call out to the National Weather Service if you have their information. I would maybe try to get into a ham club. There's a lot of them out there, and some of those can be programmed to listen in, but I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about ham radios, unfortunately. Now, I'm looking at the GFS and Euro model. The Euro model has the storm moving just a little bit faster than the GFS. Again, they are really stressing Tampa Bay for this historic storm surge. I mean, they are just saying historic storm surge. I can't preach this enough. Get out. Evacuate. If you are in an evacuation zone on the west coast of Florida, get out. If you can't, you can call 1-800-729-3413. That is 1-800-729-3413, and they will help you get out. That is from the governor's office and the Department of Emergency Management out of Florida. That information I got off of their press conference. You can call that number and get help getting out. Before I get off here and end this stream, and I'll be doing another one, like I said, in a little while, before the next update I'll jump on. I can't stress enough. You need to prep today. Prep today. Get yourself together today. Get out tonight or in the morning. This thing is going to hit Thursday afternoon. You'll start feeling the effects of it. This is a big storm. You don't have to be in the center to get the effects. You can feel effects hundreds of miles from the storm. And this storm's wind field right now, the last wind field I saw was about 300 miles. Just don't break nothing. Get out. If you're in the evacuation zone, get out and fix the house afterwards. 15 foot of storm surge. If you're in that area, there's nothing you can do except for evacuate. That's taller than one story. That's a story and a half. So if you're in a two-story house and 15-foot storm surge comes in, it's going to get in your second story. I don't know how much more to stress it. This is not something to play with. This is serious. Okay, they got 3 p.m. Wednesday from Crystal River, or 2 p.m. Wednesday from Crystal River down. You're going to start feeling the effects of tropical storm force winds as early as 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The wind field, tropical storm force is extending 110 miles from the center. 60 plus mile an hour winds are right now about 100 miles from the center. And then your hurricane force about 25 to 50 miles around the center. Folks, this is not playing. You're going to feel this effect of the storm hours before it gets to you. It's not scheduled to make landfall till sometime Thursday morning, and 2 o'clock Thursday afternoon. You're feeling this. And the wind field on this thing, and I'm looking right now, the wind field on this thing is huge. It's about the size of Helene, not a little bit bigger. Helene was 438 mile diameter, side to side. This is going to be pretty close to it, if not bigger, because it's got the entire state of Florida pretty much in tropical storm force winds. You're not trapped. Dude, call 1-800-729-3413. 1-800-729-3413. They will get you out. That is the number to the emergency medical, not medical, the emergency management system down in Florida. Gave that number out yesterday. Call that number, they'll get you out. That's what they're there for. Thank you for the followers, everybody. Again, we're trying to get that 10K so that we can put you guys here on TikTok on the stream with everybody else on all the other platforms that I'm on so that you can see what I'm talking about, because I post the information that I'm reading on screen so you can see it, because I don't want you to sit here and think I'm just trying to give out information that might be wrong. I can pretty much back up whatever I'm saying because it's on my screen and it's from a reliable source. It's either from the National Hurricane Center or one of the affiliates down in Florida, like WFLA and a couple others that I'm watching. That's where I get my information from. And that way I'm giving you accurate information that you can rely on. I want you to be able to rely on me. When you see me, I want you to say, hey, I can believe what he's saying, because I backed it up with the facts in front of me. All right, folks, I'm getting ready to jump off of here. I'll be back. You can look for me again if you want to watch my next update. The next Hurricane Center update is 2 o'clock. I will come on about 1:50. And I'll stay on from 1:50 to whenever and try to get out as much information as I can to you guys. Has anybody got any questions before I hop off of here on any one of the platforms that I'm on? Go ahead and post it. Yeah. So to that one question over on the other feed, I'm looking at Google Maps. I'm looking at the track, and I'm looking at the wind field information and the storm surge information that I have. You're right there at Naples, so you're going Alligator Alley pretty much. Alligator Alley, that area, you're looking at 3 to 5 foot of storm surge. The confusing part on that is from pretty much Inglewood down. There's one section that says 5 to 7, and there's one section that says 3 to 5. And that's why I just said 5 to 8 for that area, from Inglewood south to Keys. The Keys, you're looking at 1 to 3 foot of storm surge. So to that other comment, you're fine. You're not going to see a strong storm surge. You still need to evacuate if you're in the evacuation zone. Luckily, that area that you're talking about is not a highly populated area, thankfully, but you're still looking at 3 to 5 feet of storm surge. Person in the Keys that just sent me a message, the Keys are looking at 1 to 3 foot, and you are nowhere near the wind field right now. The wind field is above you, tropical storm force wise. You may get some gusty breezes once in a while. You may get some rain from the outer bands, but I do not anticipate you getting really strong winds. I don't anticipate you getting a lot of rain down in the Keys. So 75 south, there, Alligator Alley south, you're probably going to get a little bit of wind, a little bit of rain, a little bit of storm surge, nothing major. So I will be back. Broward County, you're over there in Broward County. Okay, so on the east coast of Florida, basically I'm calling it from Fort Myers area, West Palm Beach, Boca Raton south, on the east coast side of the state. You're not in any storm surge warnings as of right now. You're not under any type of wind advisory as of right now. Again, this is a fluid situation that changes rapidly. This storm can shift. You never know if it's going to shift up, you never know if it's going to shift down. You do not know how the storm is going to shift and what it's going to do. And until we know that, and we'll know more the closer we get to landfall. The cone of uncertainty on the storm is huge. I've never seen a in all the years that I've been following hurricanes, and I've been doing it for a long time. I'm a hurricane nut. I watched Jim Cantori go through more than one hurricane on the Weather Channel all night long. Go to work the next day, just sit up all night and watch it. And folks, let me tell you, I've never seen people so serious about evacuating Florida. They wasn't that serious with Helene, but now they're like, yeah, let's get out. You're still going to have people who aren't going to leave no matter what. They're going to stay there. Get out. This is it. All right, I will be back at 1:50. 1:50 Eastern time. I am in South Carolina, so 1:50 Eastern, 12:50 Central. I will come back on. That'll get us 10 minutes before the 2 p.m. update. That'll give me time to let everybody get on, and then we can go through the 2 p.m. update together, take some questions, get out the information I can get out, and then we'll do it again at 5. We'll do it again at 8. 8 o'clock tonight will be my long podcast. Last night I went on a little over an hour. As long as I've got people watching and asking questions and getting information, I'll stay on my platforms and I'll keep going. This is the Outcast Podcast. I will see you guys at 10 minutes till 2 o'clock for the next update from the National Hurricane Center. I hope all of you guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, everybody has a great day.